How's it going, everyone? On today's video, I'm going to be talking to you about an issue that I've seen throughout the years on CRVs, Crosstours, pilots, passports, etc., etc. The new passports, not the first generation Isuzu passports or, whatever. But anyways, this customer came in complaining about a noise while turning, and it kind of sounds like when you put a card in your bicycle back in the day when you were a kid, and it makes that rumbling type of sound. That's what it sounds like. That would be my best description. I'm gonna try to duplicate it for you guys. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it through the video or not, but this one's super bad. This one's making noise. Sometimes it's so bad that it almost feels like the car has a lock differential. And basically it happens when you turn in tight spaces. This one's so bad that it's actually doing with the slightest turn of the steering wheel. But this was a very common issue on the CRVs back in the day. Now we're seeing it more on both systems, the VTM and the dual pump system. So I'm gonna go ahead and just drive it around a little bit for you guys. This one with the slightest bit of turning seems to be doing it. Right there did it. So it's doing it quite a bit. Try to pop a U-turn here. It's also one that seems to. So basically K-turns, tight parking spaces, turning at a stop sign, stuff like that. I got it going right there. So essentially what we're going to be doing, and the issue is the fluid hasn't been changed. As you can see, this car has 173,000 miles. I'm going to go ahead and say this car probably hasn't had it done, or at least in a good time. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drain it. I'm going to fill it. I'm going to drive it and do figure eights to really get the diff to go. Do some figure eights for 5 minutes or so. Then I'm gonna go put it back on a rack, and I'm gonna drain it and fill it one more time. And it should be, if not 100% fixed, a lot better. And as the fluid works in there and the clutches and stuff, it'll definitely feel a lot better. So I'm just gonna show you real quick where to drain and fill it. And then, in between the first and second drain and fill, you're just gonna do some figure eights and then repeat the process. And then you should be good from there on out. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you right now, and then we'll get back to the video. All right, guys, so I've done the drain and fill twice already. I test drove it and did figure eights in between. A couple things I want to say that are super important. A, make sure you are using the right fluid. For pilots, they were in the beginning, they're all VTM. Now the newer ones, the latest generation, so 16 and up, is dual pump, uses dual pump fluid. All the CRVs and the Crosstours use dual pump. The older pilots, first gen up until 15, we're using VTM, so which is a case in particular here. So just make sure you always go to the dealer and you give them the information, and they will give you the right fluid, the correct fluid. Another thing is always replace your crush washers. Those bolt down this super easy. And always use, try to get the proper torque spec. They're all a little bit different. If not, break it loose with a bigger 3/8 ratchet, and then tighten it with a smaller one, and don't go crazy. They don't have to be super tight. And if you use a new crush washer, you're gonna feel a crush, and that's how you know it's tight. So I've done that. Use the bottom plug, drain plug. Obviously that has a magnet on it. You're gonna remove that. You saw that it has a it's super contaminated. It has a lot of shavings in it. So you're gonna remove that one. That's gonna drain the fluid. You're gonna clean it and put it back, new crush washer. The top one, you're gonna remove it, and that's gonna be your fill plug. You're gonna fill it with a mechanical pump. You can pick up at like Harbor Freight or something like that. You're gonna fill it up until it starts to trickle out some fluid, as you saw. So we're gonna confirm that the noise is fixed. So I'm in the parking lot. And there you go, no more noise. So a little K-turn here. Noise is gone. So like I said, guys, this one was super bad. It was very noisy. Did it without even doing full lock. So yours might not be that bad, but it's always a good idea to do it, in my opinion, every 30,000 miles or so, along with your trans fluid. Especially if you have the car always you know, with a lot of weight, maybe some laundry in the back, or maybe do Uber and you got a lot of people in the car all the time, or you know, maybe do some towing with these cars. Definitely change your fluid as often as possible and as recommended as possible. So with that being said, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys learned something, and stay safe out there.